So about 2.5 weeks ago, I released a bunch of polls on YouTube asking all of you what the worst towers in each category was for late game. And I also asked a bunch of polls for the worst hero. Here were the results. Primary monkeys, it was bomb shooters because, to be fair, they don't really provide any good utility late game, except for Balloon Crush, which is an excellent stall. For military monkeys, it was mortar because you all just hate Mortar Monkey for some reason. And for Magic it was Druid because, to be fair, other than farming it doesn't really have a use. Avatar of Wrath is outscaled by literally just a Balloon Jitsu. And for support monkeys, whoop-de-dang-do, it was Beast Handler. Everyone just hates Beast Handler for some reason. And after asking a bunch of different polls, for all 16 heroes, the worst one turned out to be Quincy, which is fair because he doesn't buff anything, he can't damage DDTs, his DPS is mid, and he's just all-around a garbage hero. If you're wondering why this video is going to be a little bit rushed, it's because I've been informed that in 2.5 hours I have to leave to go out for dinner, which is ridiculous. It's going to be the first time I leave the house in months. So yeah, if that's why this video feels a little bit rushed to you, that's probably why. But I am not going to have another 5-week break where I just procrastinate in making videos like I did in June. And somehow I gained like 30 subscribers after I hit 3K while uploading no videos. That makes no sense to me. Am I finally large enough where I can just passively gain subscribers? Probably. But I mean, it's like slowed down to maybe one every week, so gotta get them YouTube numbers. When I saw the results for the YouTube poll come out, I was hoping that I would actually have a farming tower that I could use so I can actually gain money. And Druid does indeed have an ability that can give me money. So the obvious move is just spam Druids all over the map so I can get a map literally just full of white monkeys. I can make a racist joke, but I'm not going to because I am a mature, responsible... Well, I'm not yet an adult yet, but that's besides the point. If you want interesting Druid farming footage, this is all you're going to get round 80. As you can see, I'm getting a ton of Druids, my farming is going swimmingly, and I have enough to afford, you ready for it? A 024 Mortar Monkey. I'm actually pretty sure that's 003 Mortar Monkey. I need decamo, okay? My Druids can't actually see camo except Spirit of the Forest, but Spirit of the Forest can't actually see camo. Although its vines can hit camo, which makes it an incredibly weird tower. Thank you, Ninja Kiwi. I actually use Spirit of the Forest in quite a lot of my Chimps runs, although for some reason it's like D tier, as decided by the top Chimps players. Which makes no sense, because Spirit of the Forest is awesome. It does quite a bit of damage, especially in the easier maps, but I guess they're talking about like the expert and true expert maps. I should probably do another video on that, actually. It gets a lot of views. But anyhow, as you can see, here I have almost double the Druids than I do on round 80, which means that the farming is going pretty good. However, there is one flaw in my plan, and that is that I have not placed Quincy yet. And, you know, I should probably place my hero, since that's the thing that levels up without actually needing money. But Quincy is honestly so bad that I don't even think it would matter, but I do actually get down Quincy eventually. If you're wondering what a map full of Druids looks like, here it is. There's quite a few of them. I believe when I upgrade all of them, I have almost 200, or maybe over 200, I'm not actually sure. Here I'm going to get down, well, I'm planning to get down my max power Megalodon, because Megalodon is just a free win up until round 200 on any game mode, including Chimps. But who even plays Chimps, I say, with 60 black borders? You know, I'm starting to see why I do not yet have a girlfriend. Round 140. As we can see, this bat is fortified. However, that is no match for the epic power of the dead fish. And here now. And here now. Oh, there we go. Okay. And now I'm gonna have to wait for this bat as well. You're stuck here. You're stuck here with me. We're gonna see this. And here we go again. Also, as you can see, there's a Druid in the top right of the screen, right under the round number, which is still a 130, not a 140. I never actually upgrade that Druid to Jungle's Bounty. It stays as Druid of the Jungle. That could technically be classed as suboptimal, and on this channel, being suboptimal is a crime. I'll be hung for violating Ninja Kiwi's terms and services. And speaking of Ninja Kiwi's terms and services, the new sweepstakes event if you look at terms and conditions at Clause 3 eligibility, you can see that under it in 3.1, the tournament is open to individuals in a whole heap of different countries except Florida and New York. Wow, Ninja Kiwi must hate the US. Australia, where I live, is nowhere to be found here, and don't tell me that they forgot it. They added flipping Macau. I guarantee none of you watching have ever heard of that. I have, because I play global. I also suck at global. But what the heck? Why isn't Australia here? Is it because we are too powerful? Probably, honestly. I mean, Australia has some of the... Oh, actually, no, we have, like, no YouTubers. Am I the largest Australian balloons tuber? I don't even show up. You have got to be kidding me. Well, that is a total scam. I guess I will not be doing the unboxing video that I planned. But here, as you can see, around 178, I have surpassed $4 million. Is this important? Definitely not. Did I overfarm? 100%. Why am I showing this? Because I need footage. I need to get this over the 8-minute mark. Actually, I don't have to. I'm not even monetized, and I don't show ads anyway because my videos are bad enough. People don't need to be watching a 30-second unskippable ad about toothpaste while I just pop balloons in the background. That's not fun to watch. Anyway, as you can see, I'm selling my defense because obviously I'm going to get a new one. It's going to center around mostly two things: druids and bombs. Specifically, the middle path bomb shooter ability is quite useful. It does 1000 damage, and the bottom path druid with pop blast is incredibly powerful. We don't have any buffs or debuffs other than that, so I'm just gonna have to make do with single damage thorns not doing very good damage to bads, but at least it's better than nothing. I mean, bombs would probably be more useful, but I want my defense to look cool. Honestly, using bombs would actually just make it cooler. I'm going to be getting every single tier 5 that I have access to because I need all the utility I can get. Every bomb shooter, every beast handler, every mortar, every druid. If it is a tier 5, I want it. Also, fun fact, I did some damage testing and apparently Bomb Blitz does more damage when cross-path with the middle path than it does with the top path, which is weird. So that means just never go the top path ever. It sucks. As well as this, this run was done without the Bomb Blitz bug, where you can activate its ability manually, mostly because I didn't know about it, and also this run is a few weeks old, but it is current update, so if you try this, you should be able to get to the same round as I do. Or a different round, because maybe this seed was just really unlucky. Now let's talk about what I've added to the setup. I have all 3 tier 5 mortar monkeys in the bottom right hand corner, just to stay out of the way mostly. I have all 3 of the druids being buffed by 5 pop lusts. Superstorm and the Blown Crusher at the back for stalling, obviously. All the beast handlers are max buffed with the supporting monkeys in the bottom right hand corner. And I have all the druids and bombs spaced out evenly so that the druids will do more damage in the center and the bombs will do more damage from the outside with their abilities. And now, really the only thing we have to do is to see how far we can go. The Megalodon's ability to one-shot bads up to round 200 is extremely useful, because this means that I just get a free pass to round 200. I've said this before. However, the bad things come when the Megalodon is no longer able to one-shot the bads. I think this happens on round 208. They can be fortified or unfortified, doesn't matter. Both are now immune to being one-shot by the max power Megalodon. This is where the game gets very difficult, because now I have to do damage to the bads regularly instead of one-shotting them. However, the Meg and the rest of my defense give good enough DPS where they are able to actually pop bads most of the time. Round 200 goes down without any major problems, mostly because the Megalodon can still one-shot bads because it doesn't care about the fortification. Ninja Kiwi, why is this tower so strong? Nah. Anyway, we can see that the first round where the Megalodon can't one-shot bads is on round 208. So now it is going to get exponentially more difficult, and I have to actually start using my abilities and trying. However, bads and DDTs are the only real problems, because as you can see on round 209, after I actually pop all the DDTs finally, it takes a very, very long time for me to actually pop the fortified ZOMGs, since I have the Powakai and Superstorm and Balloon Crush. The ZOMGs are not able to get within the Megalodon's range. So I am actually able to use this as a stalling opportunity but it takes so long that eventually I'd have to move the Megalodon to kill it. Oh, never mind. I didn't actually have to move the Megalodon, I am a liar. Round 210 goes down relatively easily, and that's when I encounter round 211, a Fortified Bad. This defense is doing very well so far, but a Fortified Bad is an instant game over. I barely have enough DPS to actually pop the regular bads as it is. I'm popping them way after the halfway mark, so a Fortified Bad, which has twice the health, plus me losing my Megalodon one-shotting ability, means that this is an instant loss. I have absolutely no chances here, because the Fortified Bad is just simply too strong. Until they add a Druid Paragon or a Bomb Paragon, this, for now, cannot get past round 211, because the Megalodon isn't God, unfortunately. Although I will give you all the pop counts for all of the tier 5s and some of the pop counts for the bombs and druids. All of you were hating on these towers in the polls, and you said that these were decisively the worst, but by themselves they got to round 211. That's not bad. That's actually relatively good. So, worst? More like just least useful. And that was the worst towers in the game as decided per YouTube poll. Now, if you've looked at the other YouTube polls, I sure do wonder what's happening next week. Also, yes, I'm going to be participating in Mecha and Rules' next Freeplay comp. That video is going to be posted when the comp ends so that no one steals my last place strategy. Anyway, that's it from me for this week, and I will see you again next week with another challenge.